everyone, welcome to the Kids on the Ridge Easter Family Experience. My name's Steven, and wow, that is just not a very catchy name. The Kids on the Ridge Easter Family Experience. That's a lot of different stuff. We're gonna simplify this real quick. Just give me 1 second. Hey everyone, my name is Steven. I'm the Student Ministries Pastor here at Church on the Ridge, and I want to invite you to the Kids on the Ridge Family Easter Experience, or KOTREFE. That still is not a great name. That's so way too long. Hold on, just one more second. Hey everyone, welcome to the KOTREFE. My name is Steven. I'm the Student Ministries Pastor here at Church on the Ridge, and I'm excited because today is an entire experience for the whole family. We've never done anything like this before, and so if you are a teenager, this is for you. If you're in college, this is for you. Parents, this is for you. Kids, this is for you. This is going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be playing games, and we're going to talk about the story of Easter, maybe in a way that you've never actually seen it before. So if there's anyone in your family who's not participating right now, go and grab them. The only way not to have fun today is to not participate. So we want the whole family to be together and to experience this Easter time as a family. So I'll give you a chance to go grab the rest of the family, get them all together, and then we'll meet back up to talk about the next thing.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, we're going to get started. Now, there are two kinds of people in the world. People who love these things and people like me, normal people, who think they're disgusting. Now, I want to know, though, from you and people in your family, where do you fall? Do you love these things? Do you love these peeps? Give me a thumbs up if you love to eat these things, and give me a thumbs down if you think that, like me, they're not very good. All right, well, I'm glad that there's some people out there like me who think these things aren't very good, but we're going to play a game now. It's called Peep Jousting. How this is going to work is you need to get 2 peeps, and if you don't have any peeps, you can get marshmallows too. It works. And we're going to take these peeps and we're going to do a tournament style. So you can break up into teams, or everyone can have their own, however you want it to work. It's kind of this, it's a bit, however, it's up to you, you know. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these peeps and we're going to take a toothpick. And you're going to stick this toothpick into the peep just like this. See that? You're going to stick it in there just like that. And if you want, you can draw like angry eyebrows, or maybe like a frowny face, or give your peep a cool name like Darth Peeps a Lot. I don't know, whatever you want to make it a little bit more fun. But once you got your peep like this with the toothpick, again, this is called peep jousting. You're going to take that peep and you're going to put it on a microwavable plate. And you're going to take the other peep and do the same thing. Take a toothpick, put it right here into the peep, and you're going to have them facing each other just like this. They're going to be on the microwavable plate. Again, microwavable plate, not anything else. Not an unmicrowavable one, not a bowl, not anything like that. A microwavable plate. Put them on the plate, facing each other, and you'll set the microwave for 45 seconds and then stand back and watch what happens. Now, you won't need the full 45 seconds. In fact, don't let it go the full 45 seconds. But what you do is you'll watch, and as the peeps begin to melt in the microwave, whichever one melts first is going to lower the toothpick onto the other one. That peep is the winner. That team gets a point. So you can do this as a whole tournament, as a whole family. So grab a bunch of peeps, put it in the microwave, and as soon as one of the toothpicks hits the other peep, stop the microwave, okay? You don't want to see the mess that will happen if you just let it go. Now, I'll give you a few moments to get out all ready, and we'll be back here in just a minute. how'd it go? Who won? Well, I hope that you can take a picture of it and post some pictures to our Kids on the Ridge Facebook page. I'd love to see the different peep jousting battles that happened all around our community. You guys ready for another game? Oh, I'm sure you are. For this game, you're going to need socks. Lots and lots of socks. Clean, dirty, it doesn't matter as long as they have a matching pair. And so if you need to go gather up those supplies, you're also going to need a laundry basket. So lots of socks with a matching pair and a laundry basket. So I'll give you a minute, go gather up those supplies, and then I'll come back here. You can press pause and I'll tell you the directions. Got your basket and your socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play and 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks onto one side of the room. Don't worry, all the socks are going to make their way back into the basket very soon. Then place the basket on the other side. When I say go, players will grab a sock and try to find the matching pair. When you do, you're going to roll it up into a ball or an Easter egg, and it'll look something like this. Then you'll take your ball or Easter egg and you'll shoot them into the basket. For every pair of socks that you get into the basket, you get a point. Scorekeepers, this is where you become a big part of it. You've got to keep track of your team's score. Now you're on the honor system, right? So parents, no cheating, okay? And we're going to throw up a 60-second timer, and whoever team has the most points at the end of 60 seconds, that team wins. If you need to take a moment to get everything in place, go ahead and press pause on the video right here. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started with this epic Easter egg basket royale real soon. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, families, come back over here. Who won? Tell me who won. Wow, that's so exciting. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun doing the Easter egg throwdown challenge. Now, we're celebrating because today is Easter, and if you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. We're going to get into that in just a little bit, but Easter is a happy day, maybe more than even other days in the year. And one of the ways that we can celebrate Easter is by telling people who are close to us or people that we know just how we're doing in life. And so we're going to throw up a couple different ways that you can let the people in your life know how you're doing. So take a moment, pick one of them, and we'll get right back to it. Even though we're celebrating a little bit differently than we have before, Easter is still happy. And that's not just because of Peep Wars or Easter egg throwdown or anything like that. No, all those things are awesome, but it's happy because of what happened thousands of years ago with a guy named Jesus and what he did for us. In fact, the story is so amazing and honestly so simple that it can be told with laundry, maybe even with some of the socks that you used in the game before. Let's take a look and find out what Easter is all about.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow, I hear that story of Easter and it always amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus to the world for me to remind me that he is greater than anything that could possibly happen in my world. And the simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof that I can face anything bad. And you know what? Jesus is right there with me. I like to think about it this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Maybe take a few minutes and add to this list as a family. I can blank because Jesus is alive. If you need to, go ahead and pause the video and then we'll get back to it here in just a few minutes. Awesome. I love conversations like these. It just fills me with so much joy knowing that people are talking about how we can have hope because of Jesus. Now, I don't know where you're at this Easter or what's going on in your world, but I hope that this today has been an opportunity for you to connect with your family, to grow, and to know that no matter what happens, Jesus is with you. And I hope that you got to make some happy memories too. You know what? Let's do one more happy memory as a family together. Go ahead and pick out who is the technological genius in your family. I don't know, it could be an aunt, it could be a kid, whoever it is, but have them gather up the whole family together and get ready to take an Easter family photo outside. You can be in your PJs, you can be in Easter clothes, whatever it is, but take a photo as a family and post it to the Kids on the Ridge page so that we can see your whole family having a family moment this Easter. Because you know what? Easter is a happy day. And every day can be a happy day, no matter what's going on in our world, because of what Jesus did for us. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day making more family memories, and I can't wait to see you next time.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, free at last, meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.